How are you all doing? Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Bridge course. Yet another session in Bridge course. We'll continue from yesterday's class, a problem which was left as a food for thought, and we'll continue with interesting topics today. Let's get started. Students, this is what we left with yesterday. Hope you tried. Any ideas, students? Hello, Ria. Any idea how to do? This is definitely not a series parallel network. It's an infinite network, infinite ladder, Nichana type of network. Have you tried? Have you thought about it? All right. So let's see how to approach the problem. Look at the students. Let the equivalent resistance between A and B be X ohms of this whole network. Let it be X ohms. All right. Okay, I'm assuming it to be X ohms. I'm naming it as X. I don't know what it is. So that's what I'm supposed to know. Find out. So I call it X ohms. If you consider this first segment of the network, and if this part is removed, this remaining part of the network, this red boxed network, what should be the resistance of the remaining ladder? What do you think resistance should be, students? ఆలోచించి చెప్పండి. మొత్తం బిట్వీన్ ఏ అండ్ బి ఎక్స్ అనుకుంటే ఒక ఫస్ట్ యూనిట్ తీసేస్తే ఒక యూనిట్ అంటే one ohm and another 1 ohm. If I just remove the yellow box unit, red box remains na. ఆ రెడ్ బాక్స్ ది ఎంత ఉంటుంది రెసిస్టెన్స్? స్టూడెంట్స్ ఏబుల్ టు హియర్ మీ? All right, Shashank. So what do you think the resistance of equivalent resistance of the red boxed unit? ఒక యూనిట్ yellow యూనిట్ తీసేస్తే రెడ్ బాక్స్ లో ఉన్న ఇన్ఫినిట్ లాడర్ యూనిట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? What should be the resistance of the remaining ladder? If I remove one unit of the ladder, because it's infinite, Shashank has got an answer. Okay, I appreciate that. X minus 1, okay. కానీ yellow box లో ఒట్టి 1 కాదు కదా, ఇంకొక 1 కూడా ఉంది కదా, which is in parallel with the infinite network. Okay, I appreciate Shashank. That's good. Others, please attempt. ఎంత ఉండొచ్చు రిమైనింగ్ network? Okay, all right. I'll continue with this. Okay, Ria says x minus 2. All right, that's good. Let's see what the answer is. I appreciate your attempt. It should be x ohm, students. చూడండి, ఇది ఎక్స్, ఈ పార్ట్ ఎక్స్ అనుకుంటే ఈ పార్ట్ నేను తీసేసినప్పుడు దిస్ పార్ట్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ఎక్స్ కదా, because this part which is in red box is same as the initial x. ఈ రెడ్ బాక్స్ లో ఉన్నది ప్యాటర్న్ చూస్తే దట్ ప్యాటర్న్ ఇస్ నాట్ చేంజ్ అట్ ఆల్, బికాస్ దర్ ఇన్ఫినిట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. ఒక యూనిట్ తీసేసినా కూడా ద స్టిల్ ఇన్ఫినిట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. ఇన్ఫినిట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఈ యూనిట్స్ ఇన్ఫినిట్ ఉన్నాయి. కానీ ఒక యూనిట్ తీసేస్తే కూడా మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక యూనిట్ తీసేస్తే కూడా ఈ పార్ట్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? ఎక్సే ఉంటుంది కదా. Is it convincing? Is it okay? Is the answer convincing, students? అది ఎక్సే ఉండాలి. Okay, Ashika says okay. Ria, Shashank, what do you think? Is it okay? All right, good. All right, Shashank. All right, so you got convinced that it should be X itself. ఒక యూనిట్ తీసినా కూడా ఇంకో మొత్తం ఇన్ఫినిట్ డేటాది ఎక్సే ఉండాలి. మళ్ళీ ఇంకొక యూనిట్ తీసేస్తే కూడా దట్ షుడ్ బి ఎక్స్ ఇట్సెల్ఫ్. సో వాట్ ఐ నౌ డూ, లెట్ దట్ బి ఎక్స్. ఆ రైట్ సైడ్ ఇన్ఫినిట్ రెడ్ బాక్స్ ఉంది కదా, దానికి నేను ఎక్స్ తో రీప్లేస్ చేసేసాను. నౌ దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ప్యారలల్ విత్ 1 విచ్ ఈస్ ఇన్ సిరీస్ విత్ 1. దిస్ కాంబినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్ అండ్ 1 ఈస్ ఇన్ సిరీస్ విత్ 1. నిన్న చేసాం చూడండి, గుర్తుందా మీకు? We have done this network yesterday. You got x plus 2 by x plus 2x plus 2 by 2x plus 1 by x plus 1. That's what you have answered yesterday, if you remember. Right? Everyone has answered. Shashank, everyone has answered yesterday for the equivalent network of this network on the screen between A and B to be 2x plus 1 by x plus 1. ఎలా వచ్చింది అది? These two together, it will be x by x plus 1. This is in series with 1. So it should be 1 plus x by x plus 1. So that becomes 2x plus 1 by x plus 1. Now this is my R equivalent between A and B in terms of x. Now between A and B, what is that we have presumed? RAB is x ohms. This is what we know. Because between across A and B, we have presumed to be x ohms. కానీ ఒక యూనిట్ తీసినా కూడా again we had x ohms. So this parallel combination in series with 1 should again be equal to x ohms. All right? Yeah, you got it. It's a bulb on moment. You got it. అర్థమైందా మీకు? You understood the logic over here? All right. Riya says yes. Shashank says yes. Got it. All right. Vaishnavi says yes, sir. All right. Good. You are very quick to understand the logic, students. I appreciate that. Now, this is in parallel. Equivalent resistance is 1 by x plus 1 by 1, which is 1 plus x by x, which is x by x plus 1. So, R parallel is x by x plus 1. Now, that R parallel is in series with 1. Equivalent resistance x. So, x is equal to x by x plus 1 plus 1. This is between A and B. This is between A and B. This was RP in series with 1. Further simplifying, we get an equation x. We get a quadratic in x. I suggest you to solve the quadratic in x. Can you please solve this? I frame the equation. We got a quadratic in x. Can you solve this equation in x? And quickly tell me the answer. X is what we are supposed to find out. And we got an equation in x. A quadratic in x. The quadratic will have two roots. One turns out to be positive and one turns out to be negative. Because resistance is positive, we ignore the negative root and consider only the positive root. So can you tell me the positive root of this equation? Okay. Ashrita says 1. No. Just solve the equation, students. Minus of b plus or minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Use the formula of the solution of a quadratic equation. Substitute the values of a, b, and c. And let me know the value. Shashank, just check your calculation. It is not 6. It is supposed to be 5. 1 plus root 5 by 2. All right. Good. Now let's see. Yes. Shashank, that's absolutely right. So I've got 1 plus root 5 by 2 as the answer. This, students, if you now see, the value is lying between 1 and 2, right? It is not less than 1, it's not more than 2. It is lying between 1 and 2. This we could have concluded just looking at the network itself. నెట్వర్క్ చూసి మనం ఇది కంక్లూడ్ చేయగలుగుతాం మనం. అది ముందు కంక్లూడ్ చేసి ఒకసారి చూద్దాం వెదర్ అవర్ కంక్లూజన్ ఇస్ రైట్ అండ్ ఆర్ దట్ ఇస్ మ్యాచింగ్ అవర్ ఆన్సర్. ఈక్వేషన్ కి సొల్యూషన్ మ్యాచ్ అవుతుందా లేదా ఒకసారి చూద్దాం. లాజికలీ కంక్లూడ్ చేయొచ్చు మనం రైస్ బిట్వీన్ 1 and 2 అని. ఎలా చేస్తారు? ఐ లుక్ ఎట్ ద నెట్వర్క్ అగైన్. ఓకే, చూడండి ఇక్కడ. Note this carefully. This is, let's say this is 1, right? Each one is 1. Now this 1 is in parallel with this network, this infinite network. 1 is in parallel with this network, right? Are you all convinced with that? 1 is in parallel with that network, infinite network. A box lo isanu kada bracket lo. So 1 is in parallel with that. Yes, that's good. You are all convinced. Now, if that is in parallel with that, what we know about the parallel combination, that it will be lesser than the least. That means my equivalent resistance has to be less than 1 of this network, of this network till here, of this network till here, it has to be less than 1. You all agree with that? Till this bracket, my equivalent resistance has to be less than 1, because my parallel combination says my equivalent resistance is lesser than the least. That's what we have learned yesterday. All right, so it has to be lesser than 1. Now, because this is lesser than 1 and that is in series with 1, now this part, this bracket is in series with 1. So it will be 1 plus something less than 1, which is nothing but something between 1 and 2. That's what we can conclude easily, logically, without even calculating. Do you all agree with the conclusion, students? All right, good. So you understood how I concluded logically. 1 is in parallel with the infinite network. In parallel combination, my equivalent resistance is lesser than the least. So my equivalent resistance has to be lesser than 1. Definitely lesser than 1. Now this lesser than 1 is in series with 1. So 1 plus something less than 1, which is nothing but 1, something lying between 1 and 2. All right, that's the flow of thought. That's the logical argument, where we could conclude it's lying between 1 and 2. Now, what is the value of 1 plus root 5 by 2? It is 1.618. 1.618, so on, which is nothing but between 1 and 2. And so that's matching. So our logical physical analysis is matching with the mathematical analysis. Your mathematical solution is in sync with your logical analysis. You understood what I did? Students, what I'm trying to explain? What I'm trying to explain is, whenever you have given a physical situation, you first analyze the physical situation totally. Motham physical analysis chesaka, then we'll go for mathematical analysis. If graph is there, we'll do graphical analysis. All right, is it okay, students? Is it clear? Is the point clear? All right, good. Now let's go for the next one. Students, I've got another network here, infinite network, as a homework, where I've got, instead of 1 ohm, I've got 2 ohms. Find out the equivalent resistance between find out the equivalent resistance between A and B. All right, as a homework. Now there is yet another network, students. You put 2 and 2 use case. In the next one, I'll use 2 and 3. One unit has got 2 and 3. That is, there are infinite such units. Two ohms ఒకటి ఉంది, 3 ohms ఒకటి ఉంది. 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, 2 ohms, 3 ohms, so on till infinity. So infinite ladder with two different resistances connected in this pattern. Try these two problems, students. It's very interesting. Logic is same, and you'll also be able to conclude whether it lies between 2 and 3, 2 and 4, or something like that. And then you can conclude mathematically what the resistance is going to be. All right, now let's continue with another topic, which is logical reasoning. Students, was it clear till now? Whatever we spoke, was it clear? If at all you've got any doubts, you can post it in the WhatsApp number 96422152226. If at all you've got doubts and good doubts, we'll design a session to answer those doubts. All right, now let's continue with session. Logical reasoning, part 1, syllogism. All right, now let's understand what is syllogism. Syllogism checks basic aptitude and ability of a candidate to derive inferences from given statement using step-by-step methods of solving problems. In simple words, it's about the ability to draw correct conclusions from statements. కొన్ని statements ఇచ్చి మనకి, if we can draw conclusions about the statements, from those statements about the things which we haven't met or which we haven't gone through, that's called syllogism, students. That logical conclusions, that ability to draw logical conclusions is what we're going to deal with now. Here's an example, students. All tigers are cats. Some cats are pets. Which of the following are correct? All tigers are pets. Some tigers are pets. No tigers are pets. No pets are tigers. Which one do you think is correct, students? 1, 2, 3, or 4? A, B, or C, D? A, B, C, or D? Think about it. Okay, Vaishnavi says D, Shashank says D. See, from the given two statements, I'm supposed to conclude one of these. Let's see how do we go about it. All tigers are cats. So here I've got a set of cats. And because all tigers are cats, the tigers lies within the circle of cats, diagrammatically. And some cats are pets. We say some. Some would imply, whenever we say some, it can be any number between 0 to complete full. So some means the circle of pets intersects this way, as shown in the diagram. Now, from this diagram, I can conclude the tigers, look at this, tigers and pets are now intersecting. So, some tigers are pets is the right answer. Could you follow this logic, students? Yeah. All right. That's okay, students. If you go wrong, see, we are learning over here, so don't hesitate to be wrong. Going wrong tells you that you are ready to learn. So that's okay to be wrong, students. But what's important is you write your wrong. Tappu poina okay, kani correct cheskoli mistake. You're learning here. So that's absolutely okay. But I appreciate that you're all attempting. That's very good. All right. Now let's look at the next example. All hens are birds. All birds are egg-laying animals. Which of the following is correct? All hens lay eggs. All hens do not lay eggs. Some hens lay eggs. All egg-laying animals are hens. Give it a try, students. Give it a try. We'll again solve this. We'll see how to go about it. Then we'll go for the next one. Ultimately, you should learn how to go about a problem, any kind of logical situation given like this. Okay, Vaishnavi has got an answer. Yes, good. Some hens lay eggs, all right. Don't use the facts about what you know about hens or birds, students. Just use the facts which are being represented by the statements. All right. All right, good. I've got the answers. Let's see how to go about it. All hens are birds. So these are birds. Hens lies within the birds because all hens are birds. Now, all birds are egg-laying animals. So if I draw a circle of egg-laying animals, that should encircle birds. That should be, birds should be completely within that circle of egg-laying animals. So all hens lay eggs is right. There are other animals which lay eggs. Examples, snakes may also lay eggs. Snakes also lay eggs. Many snakes lay eggs. So A is right. Vaishnavi is right. Absolutely right. Riya is right. Good. So make an attempt, students. That's okay. But I appreciate Shashank. You were the first one to answer. That's good, Shashank. That's okay if you were wrong. Initially, where while learning, students go wrong, learners go wrong, but ultimately we earn by learning, by committing a mistake itself. All right, now let's go for the next example. Now let's give it a try. In the previous examples, we have used real objects like tigers, cats, birds, etc. True to the meaning. But the test to test the ability to draw conclusions, real objects will not be used. For example, all cats are buses. Some buses are trains. We know that cats are animals and buses are objects. So this doesn't make sense literally. But we can draw conclusions about further statements based on whether these statements, considering these statements to be true. All right. So we don't take the statements literally. Here we should not consider our knowledge about cats and buses. Just we need to draw a conclusion from the two given statements. All right. That's what you have to be careful about. So don't have a preconceived notion that why am I comparing cats and buses and train, which are two different things. No, we are just going to draw conclusions. Presuming these two statements are true, I'm going to draw conclusions further. Let's answer a few other questions. Choose the correct conclusion, students. I've got two statements. All cars are jeeps. Some trains are cars. No car is a train. Some trains are jeeps. All jeeps are trains. No train is a jeep. All right. You want to try? Give it a try, students. Think about it. Draw the circles. Use pen and paper, students. Okay, good, Vaishnavi. Let's see. Vaishnavi already came up with an answer. Good. Hmm. All right. So let's see how to go about it. All cars are jeeps. So I've got jeeps, car lies within that. Some trains are cars. When we say some, it could be anything between zero to full. So trains will be encircling, not completely encircling cars, but intersecting cars like this. Some trains are jeeps because the intersection of trains and jeeps is not complete, but only part of it. So some trains are jeeps is right. But there could be multi-correct answers also, students. There could be multi-correct conclusions also. So Vaishnavi, you're absolutely right. Really appreciable that you have been very quick in concluding the logical answer from the given two statements. Here is yet another one. Some elephants are cats. All cats are dogs. Oh, all dogs are cats. All dogs are elephants. No elephant is a dog. Some elephants are dogs. I'll give you a minute. Think about it. So elephants and cats and dogs are being literally compared. Okay, Ria has got an answer already. What's the answer? What's the term? Sorry. I suggest you put the please draw the diagram and then do it, students. All right. Vaishnavi also has got the same answer. Good. Let's see. Mhm. So here, all elephants are cats. Elephants, sorry, some elephants are cats. Sorry. So they intersect this way. The two circles intersect this way. Sets intersect this way. All right. Everyone is giving me the right, same correct, consistent answer. All right. Let's look at it. Let's look at the solution further. Now he says all cats are dogs. So cats is being completely encircled by a circle set of dogs. So some elephants are dogs because dogs and elephants intersect, but not completely. So we've got the intersection as some. Some elephants are dogs. So word is correct. Yes, Ria is correct. Vaishnavi is correct. Good, good, good. Ria and Vaishnavi. Others are yet to answer. I was perhaps quick in revealing the answer. No problem. I'll give you yet another example like this. Choose the correct conclusion in this case. Some pens are pencils. All pencils are erasers. All pens are erasers. All erasers are pencils. No pen is eraser. Some pens are erasers. Just draw the circles. Depending on the intersection, you can conclude. All right, Vaishnavi says D. Okay, Ria says D. Quick. I'm waiting for Shashank and Shashank also to answer. All right, Shashank says B. All right, that's good. I appreciate all three of you to attempt to have made an attempt. Okay, Akhilesh is 4. That is B, D, I presume. Akhilesh, you mean D? Yeah, D. All right. All right, let's look at the solution. So, some pens are pencils. So, the intersection is this way. All pencils are erasers. This way. Some pens are erasers. Pretty simple, right? If you just draw the Venn diagrams, it becomes very simple. So, everyone is right. Shashank, where do you think you've gone wrong? All erasers are pencils you got, right? I think you got where you went wrong, Shashank. All right, good. Good, Shashank. All right, so let's go for the next example. So we have seen examples. Let's study further. Now let's see what we can say from these diagrams. I've got this diagram. What can I write this as? Write the sentence as, or write the statement as? Statement should be, we have cats inside the dogs. So we can say all cats are dogs. That's right. Good, Shashank. That was faster than I did. Good. Or I could also say some dogs are cats. Or I could also say some dogs are not cats. There are few things outside cats and inside dogs. So there are three ways of writing the same diagram in statements. All cats are dogs. Some dogs are cats. Some dogs are not cats. Now, how about this diagram? We have got cats that overlap dogs this way. So we can say some cats are dogs, or I could say some dogs are cats, or I could say some dogs are not cats. Or I could as well say some cats are not dogs. This part of the diagram. So the three shaded diagrams, the shade which you see blue, yellow, and orange. Some cats are dogs, some dogs are cats is for the orange shade. Some dogs are not cats, is for the yellow shade. Some cats are not dogs, is for the blue shade. Is this clear, students? Is it clear? All right. All right, good. Let me go forward. How about these diagram, students? I've got a circle which is not intersecting with another circle of cats. So what can I say this? What can I write the statement as? So dogs and cats not overlap at all. We can say no cat is a dog or no dog is a cat. We use the word no only if both groups are completely separate. They don't intersect at all. They don't overlap at all. Then we use the word no. Now let's try to answer some questions. Choose the correct conclusion, students. Some leaves are plants. Some plants are fruits. So conclusions are some fruits are leaves. No leaf is a fruit. No fruit is a leaf. Leaf. All plants are fruits. Some fruits are leaves. No leaf is a fruit. No fruit is a leaf. All plants are fruits. Just draw the diagram and try to conclude, students. Okay. Shashank has already got an answer. Quick answer. Vaishnavi also came up with an answer. Good. Jyoti, Riya, Vaishnavi, Varsha. All right, Jyoti says B. Vaishnavi says C. Let's look at the solution for it. I've got leaves and plants. Some leaves are plants. That's why they overlap. Not completely, but just overlap partially. Some plants are fruits. So this way. Some fruits are leaves. Shashank was very quick and right. Riya is also right. Excellent. Vaishnavi and Jyoti, just check where you have went wrong. All right, let's go for the next one. Yeah, good, Vaishnavi. Choose the correct conclusion. No oranges or apples. All oranges or bananas. All bananas are oranges. Some apples are oranges. No banana is an apple. Some bananas are oranges. Take a minute time. Hey, Vaishnavi was very quick in answering. I appreciate that. But be slow and sure. That's okay if you take time. Akhilesh says 3. That means C, I presume. Shashank says C. Akhilesh says C. Vaishnavi says C. All right, let's look at the solution. No oranges or apples, so they don't intersect at all. Makes sense. All oranges are bananas. So bananas will be encircling oranges. That makes sense. So some bananas are oranges. So that's right. But students, C could be true because this banana could also intersect apple. All right. There could be an intersection between apple and bananas. There is no intersection between apple and oranges. That's fine. But there could be an intersection between apple and bananas. No, C is still not true. See, I'll just draw the circle better. If this is my bananas, so this could be my bananas, where bananas and apples are being intersected. So C could be wrong, students. If they don't intersect at all, then we say no. But there is a possible intersection between apples and bananas. But whereas D says some bananas are oranges. That makes sense because only this part of the bananas are oranges. All right, now let's draw the figure again. Apples and oranges and bananas this way. Because nothing is said about apples and bananas, we can overlap them. There is no rule that I should not overlap. I should not overlap apples and bananas. Right? Nothing is said about bananas and apples, so I can overlap them. So that is why apples C is wrong. That is why C is wrong. Right. Look at this, students. Choose the correct conclusion. All goats are lions. Some lions are sheep. All lions are goats. All sheep are lion. Some goats are sheep. All lions are sheep. Okay, Shashank was very quick to answer. That's good. Vaishnavi has given an answer. C. Shashank has given C. Akhilesh also consistent answer C. Rio also has given C. Let's look at the answers. Here we have got goats are lions. All goats are lions. So this is what makes sense. Some lions are sheep. This also makes sense. Now from here we need to conclude the conclusions A, B, C, D. Some goats are sheep. Yeah, that's fine. All lions are goats? No. All sheep are lion? No. All lions are sheep? No. They don't encircle each other. So some goats are sheep because they intersect each other. So that makes sense completely. And that's what we got the answers as. Absolutely right, students. Under correct Chepparu. So happy about it. You people are really smart. Very quick learners. Good students. Let's go for the next one. All beans are breads. All meats are breads. Interesting one, students. All beans are breads. All meats are breads. All meats are beans. Some breads are beans. All beans are meats. All breads are meats. 1 minute time to answer. You are doing it well within 1 minute, students. I appreciate that. Students, ఇప్పుడు మనం we are using cats, dogs, breads, meats, and all right. But tomorrow in the session, we'll apply this to physics and maths. And we'll see how do we apply use this reasoning in maths and physics. How is this applied in physics and math to conclude from given statements in maths and physics, especially. కొన్ని physics statements ఇచ్చేసి how do you conclude, how to draw conclusions from those statements? Similarly in maths as well. ఇప్పుడు మనం abstract terms లో చేస్తున్నాము, but tomorrow we'll do it in physics and maths. All right, that's going to be even more interesting, students. All right, if at all you didn't find this interesting, that is definitely going to be interesting. Let's look at the solution, students. Here is beans and breads this way, one encircling the other. All meats are breads this way. So there could be intersection between beans and meats. So some breads are beans, some meats are beans. Students, as I just told you, tomorrow we're going to continue with the session applied in maths and physics. So that's going to be even more interesting. And we'll also do other subjects as well. With this, I conclude today's session. Good night and good luck.